Transfer learning is a very important concept in deep learning. So basically, in many tasks, we don't have enough data. Of course, we can utilize data augmentation technique to increase the number of data points, but the data augmentation is not master key. There's always some limitation because data augmentation is anyway generating data from existing data. So if we have very small data set, there's no variety. Okay, no diversity, no variety. So we cannot expect too much from data augmentation. Okay. So when the number of data points for one given task is small, essentially people believe that neural network is not good solution, good option, not a good option. You have to use some other conventional machine learning technique like Gaussian process, support vector machine, or some tree-based methods, boosting methods, some ensemble method you have to use. Because deep learning have too many parameters, it is okay. In that sense, small data set case, we did not use deep learning technique. Okay, but there was solution. Transfer learning. What is transfer learning? Learn from another task. Or other tasks. So basically, in real life, there are a bunch of different tasks. And each task not totally independent. There are some correlation. When you are expert on something, then you can very easily learn another thing. Okay. For instance, if you really good at math, you can very easily understand some very theoretical computer science paper. One task can transfer another task. So this is the concept of transfer learning. So transfer learning basically train your very deep, complicated deep learning architecture using big data, a huge data set, if it is possible, and then transfer the knowledge to train another task having very tiny data set. Okay, so one possible scenario is because we have very nice ImageNet data set, first train your network using ImageNet data set, and then use the pre-trained neural network to train another very special task for your company, like classifying 10 different products. Okay. Essentially, without transfer learning concept, you have to collect millions of data points for 10 different categories of your product. But using transfer learning, maybe thousands of new data points is enough to train 10 classes. Okay, and the main basic technique is when you have pre-trained neural network with very deep structure, freezing the lower part and just train the upper part. Okay. because usually the raw part is about the local structure and some um, image patterns that can be easily reused for other tasks. And the upper part usually about some classification, and the classification function is more related to your specific task. So usually this raw part is about common knowledge, and the upper part is task specific knowledge. Okay, and this is very nice. And using this transfer learning concept, in many applications we have very surprising result. For instance, GPT-2, BERT, they achieve very surprising result, and the key factor or key component for success of such result was transfer learning. They train some another task using very huge data set and then transfer the knowledge to our target task and then obtain very surprising result. The details of BERT and GPT-2 will be discussed next week.